Hi friends, welcome to the English classes. So today we will be discuss about wood. What is wood and use of wood? So wood is a modal and its rule number first is wood is used to express past habit. So it shows the past habit, expresses the past habits. For example, I would go to school by bus. So would here shows the past habit of a student. So and next is rule number 2, would shows preference choice. It shows the preference and choice. So when it comes with rather, if any sentence would comes with rather, then it shows the preference or choice. For example, he would rather die than beg. So here comes rather, so would here preference die than beg. And next rule number is third, if the sentence is in past, it will continue to stay in past, and would is the past of will. So it can easily we can easily understand it by an example. For example is, he hoped that he would pass. So here he hoped that sentence sentence is in past, so it will continue to stay in past. So would is the past of will. So some people use here, he hoped that he will pass. So that was totally wrong. Here is correct word is used would. He hoped that he would pass. So it shows the past. Okay, then rule number 4 is, we can use either used to, would, or simple past tense to express past routine. For example, I would, I used to go to school by bus. We can write it, I went to school by bus, or I used to go to school by bus, I would go to school by bus. So we can write it in three formats: used, used to, would, or past simple past tense. So its example is example. First, I used to go. I used to go to school by bus. We can write it, I would go to school by bus, and I would return on foot. I used to return on foot, and I would return on foot. We played for 4 hours before returning home. And we can write it, we used to play for hours before returning home. So we can write these types of sentences in three types. And its next example or rule number is fifth. Rule number 5 is, would is in the imaginative sentence. So would shows the imagination in a sentence. For example, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. So it shows the imagination, I were a bird, so I would fly in the sky. Then always remember, it shows the imagination. And rule number 6 is, would is used as past of will in indirect speech. Direct or indirect speech, we can use will in direct speech and would in indirect speech. For example, He said he will go there. It's a direct speech. And now turning to the indirect speech. He said that he would go there. So it's an indirect speech. So always remember would is used as past of will. Okay, in indirect speech. Rule number 7 is would is used as a polite request in interrogative sentences. So would also shows the polite request. For example, would you help me? So here would shows the polite request very politely. And rule number 8 is would denotes possibility. It also shows the possibility he would be sleeping. So I don't know. I don't I don't know surely he is sleeping, but it shows the he shows the possibility he would be sleeping. Then rule number 9 would expresses a wish. For example, I wish India would become a developed country soon. So it shows the wish India would become a developed country soon. So it expresses the wish of any person, country, city, man, animal. Now, should should rule number first is should is used to express advice, suggestion. So it so expresses advice and suggestion. For example, you should study English. So here should expresses the suggestion, should study English. And second example is you should not laugh at his mistake. So here and here should shows the advice and suggestion. And rule number second is if so should is used after last, it shows negative purpose. Like example, he run fast lest he should miss the train. So he fast run fast lest means so not he should miss the train. Now turning to the ought to ought to rule number is ought to shows moral obligation or duty. It's only one rule. It shows the moral obligation and duty. We ought to love our country. So here ought to shows the moral obligation and also duty. Now we will talk about used to, need and dare. So these are three marginal auxiliary verbs. So used to rule number first is used to denotes past habit or situation. So for example, for instance, he used to study till night. So used to study till 10 p.m. So it shows the past habit. And second example is when was first form plus ing is used after verb plus verb used to, it shows habitual action. For example, I am used to getting up late in morning. So here when was first form plus ing, here verb first form plus ing used after verb used to, after used to used verb first form plus ing. So it shows the habitual action, not the past habit. So we can use used to, I am used to getting up late in the morning. So now we will talk about dare and need. These are works as a main verb and as a modal. So dare are used as both main verb as well as modal. Dare. Dare expresses challenge or courage, and need expresses requirement. Here requirement mean need of anything. So, so example of both models. For example, he needs me. So here needs used as a main verb. And second example is she does not dare to go there. So here does is a helping verb and dare works as a main verb. And third example is you need not come tomorrow. So it shows the requirement needs of anything. Here works as a modal. And there is note there, and need is used as modal in positive sense. For example, I need help him. So it's not correct. Its right format is I need to help him. So here need works as a modal. And if need and dare are used in positive sentence, then to plus was first form comes after need and dare. Always keep in mind, always remember, after need and dare also use in positive sentence, to plus was first form comes after need and dare. So for example, he need to work hard. So here to plus work, to mean to plus was first form. So here needs works as a modal. And he will not dare to come here. So dare is a modal here. So this is the end of modals now. And next video we will be discussing about primary auxiliary verbs, means to, have and be. Thank you for watching my video and subscribe my channel English classes, and thank you again.